A liquor store manager in Minnesota is safe.
Ever wondered what happens when robbers mess with the wrong people? Spoiler alert, it's hilarious. From epic beatdowns to armed robberies gone wrong.
In France, managed to fight off an armed robber using a very basic weapon.
Get ready to laugh and cringe as I reveal some of the craziest robbery fails ever. Number 1. Robbing a busy store. I'm not sure what this robber had in mind. A busy store with a huge crowd outside. Is that really the best place he could find? After getting caught, he's given some nice disciplinary slaps. The shopkeeper then pulls out a plastic stick and smacks his behind a couple of times. And trust me, this seems to be a clip out of Asia, and those guys are unforgiving when it comes to thieves. So, in a way, this was nothing close to a beatdown. Number 2. Falling through. Speaking of getting stuck in the ceiling, here's a dumb thief who fell right through it. Damn, that looked really painful. And he's lucky he didn't get electrocuted either, considering he was dangling in some wires for quite some time. But the biggest fail is how this guy thinks businesses keep cash in their registers. This dude needs to study Robbery 101 before trying again. And since this was his third visit to this place, you could almost say he's starting to fall for it. Number 3. Bad timing. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I guess this robber entered this shop to hide from the cops or something, because it doesn't seem like there's anything dangerous going on here. Or maybe he's holding this lady at gunpoint as she empties the cash register. Either way, his party is about to come to an end pretty soon. This is probably the most casual end to a robbery ever. This dude couldn't rob a store, even if his life depended on it. Number 4. Rammed 3 times. That motorcycle sure looks expensive. It would be a shame if something were to happen to it. Well, maybe if this dumb thief didn't try to steal a purse, he'd still have it. But the driver inside the white pickup wasn't about to let this purse snatcher off the hook. He repeatedly rams his motorbike until parts start falling off. And it's hilarious how the thief has no clue what's going on as he struggles to get away. At the end of the day, the woman gets her bag back, the thief has a busted bike, and nothing happened to the SUV. Number 5. Chili thief. She's old, so I'll go easy on her. But what's with trespassing someone's property to steal chili? And what bothers me more is how she's picking them like she's the one who planted them in the first place. Plus, to be fair, if that was my chili, I would have been fine if she picked 2 or 3 and walked away. But damn, lady, you didn't have to start harvesting the entire plant. Number 6. Hero couple. This thief was asking for it when he tried to pick on this vulnerable senior citizen. The elderly gentleman refused to hand over his belongings, and that's when the coward struck him. But after watching everything go down right in front of him, this restaurant owner and his girlfriend took matters into their own hands. Number 7. Best Buy's best employee. I would have seen this from a mile away. That lady is built for this. There's no way this robber is ever going to get past her. But all that aside, I applaud her courage and how she's willing to put her life on the line to protect the store. Promote her to the manager immediately. Number 8. Hero biker saves the day. You'll never be as cool as this biker here. That's just a fact. This phone thief tried to bike off after stealing a random person's phone, but that ain't happening on this guy's watch. He chases the thief down, shoving him off his bike, like a superhero. And look at this thief over here, acting all sad about his bike. I'm pretty sure that's stolen as well. Number 10. Community beatdown. You picked the wrong store, bud. Just from the visuals, you can tell this shopkeeper knows all of her customers by their first names. And when this robber thought he could steal from her, The entire community gathered around to teach him a lesson. He's battered with plastic crates as he's given an educational beatdown until the cops finally arrive and take him in. Number 11. Badass Trucker. This is undoubtedly the most epic way to stop a robber. After emptying out an unattended truck, the bandit can be seen speeding away on his scooter. His first mistake? Robbing a badass trucker. And second, thinking he'd just zoom past him with ease. Well, I'm pretty sure this fool never expected to be kicked right off his scooter. And all that with a cigarette in his mouth. Now that's what I call a real badass. Number 12. Welcomed interruption. I think we can all agree no one likes being interrupted. But when you're interrupted during a robbery by a martial arts expert, it's a blessing in disguise. This thief thought this employee was all alone, but little did he know, there was an elevator full of guests waiting to give him a nice beatdown. Number 13. 85-year-old hero. Oh, don't mind this robber here. He's just picking on an elderly citizen looking for an easy grab. But wait till you see this victim's big bro. He's 85 years old and rocks the robber with a wrench straight to the thinker. I bet that's going to hurt for days. Number 14. Mission Impossible. I wonder what these thieves were thinking. This isn't a scene from Mission Impossible or something, and neither is the driver, Tom Cruise. So, his attempt at a crazy getaway turned into a robbery gone wrong after the security guard shut the gate. I'm just trying to figure out the thought process here. Did he really think he could squeeze through that tiny gap? Number 16. Instant karma. Words cannot explain how much I love this clip. This clerk always shows up prepared. He has a bottle of pepper spray in his pocket and uses it unsparingly as he blasts this robber's face with it. The hammer-wielding bandit tries to fight back, but he's clearly disorientated now. The brave clerk tries to spray him again and also slips in a couple of punches before retreating back into the freezer. And that's when this customer rolls up and smashes him with a chair, WE style, to put an end to this failed robbery. Number 17. Young at heart. Is this guy really 84? He made this scene look like a piece of cake. And those just aren't any robbers. They're armed with guns and hammers. And to be fair, the office manager fought back pretty bravely as well. What's funnier is how the old man was taunting them the entire time, calling them a bunch of total cowards. Number 19. Hungover. I know for a fact this robber had no idea he'd get rocketed like that. The employee runs to the back after spotting him walking in, but he's not about to go down without a fight. He gives the robber a nice hangover after smacking his face with a large can of beer. He could have also used the cans as weapons by yeeting them at the robber. Number 20. Most pathetic robbery ever. Video. It's always the low-quality videos. I mean, what even happened here? That's the most pathetic robbery I've ever seen. This robber clearly wasn't locked in. The shopkeeper barely did anything, and it was enough for the dumb criminal to walk off. I can even imagine the shopkeeper exaggerating the situation while telling his friends about it. He probably had to add a lot of spice to such a boring robbery attempt. Number 21. Not cut out for it. I'm not sure what to call this. Pathetic, surprising, unexpected. I mean, this robber literally broke down in tears after nearly getting knocked out. And bless this shopkeeper's heart, who actually started consoling him mid-robbery. Number 22. Pull, not push. This dumb robber can't even open a door. What makes him think he's smart enough to rob a bank? He's panicking hard as he tries to ram his way through the door, but I think someone robbed his brain. All he had to do was pull. And don't worry, Grandma, You did nothing wrong here. What a sick contraption, though. Number 24. Bag snatcher knocked out cold. This bag snatcher is in for a real treat. He's running off with his prize, and with the exit right in front of him, he's almost completed the job. Or not. Whoever cleaned that glass panel deserves a huge raise. Number 25. Trapped inside. I'll admit these guys came in with a solid plan. They used a car to ram open the door, with one of the thieves quickly stepping out to proceed with the robbery. But how are they going to get out now? Watching the driver struggle to drive out of the store is hilarious. The footage is cut short, but believe it or not, they actually had to abandon their car to escape. Number 26. Massive fail. This has to be the biggest fail of the century. These robbers tried snatching this huge display from a restaurant, but whoever mounted that thing is a king. And I'm guessing the alarm went off, which is why they just abandoned the display to run out. It just gets funnier though. They both tumble in the most embarrassing way ever before speeding out of there with nothing but failure. Number 28. Another one. This guy pretty much did the same thing. He took the hard route in as he broke into an auto shop and picked up some keys. Should have grabbed some lubricant as well to climb through the door a bit easier. But what do you know? It's open. And don't worry, the cars had trackers, so this thief was caught before he could even leave the neighborhood. Number 29. Negative aura. After reviewing this CCTV footage, officers shared how these thieves pretty much did their job for them. One of them chucks a brick to break into the store, but it ends up hitting his partner square in the head. That must have hurt bad. Number 30. Justice served piping hot. This pizza delivery guy deserves a massive tip. He performed a brilliant assist as he tripped this car thief just as he was about to get away. I wonder what his co-workers thought about this. They would have probably just said he's making up fake scenarios in his head again. But it is what every pizza delivery guy dreams of. Number 31. Bike thief eats concrete. I can't even begin to describe how terrible of a human being you must be if you're stealing stuff from someone's garage. And while the first thief is able to ride off with the stolen bike, watch what happens to the second one. At least learn how to ride before stealing, Karen. It's a nasty faceplant, and while she's going home with a free bike, I imagine a trip to the dentist is probably required. Number 32. Simple and brilliant. What should you do if you're in the middle of a carjacking while getting fuel? Exactly what this guy did. It's simple and brilliant. Super risky though, and in case you don't know, gasoline is sort of like pepper spray, but for the entire body. It stings and itches, and that ride home must have been super quiet. Number 33. Classic Mother Nature. Even when there's no one around, there's always something around. And unluckily for this dumb thief, nature was not on his side that day. He has wads of cash stuffed inside his jacket. But considering how it's a super windy day, the perfect robbery is about to turn into perfect karma in no time. I swear, watching him panic as everything is flying away is so hilarious. Number 35. Moped thief breaks his thumb. I'm not sure why these boys tried stealing a moped when they clearly don't know how to ride one. After being confronted by a brave Samaritan, both these thieves go into panic mode and try to speed off, but the driver sucks and goes straight into another vehicle, breaking his thumb in the process. Watching him trying to change the topic about how he's just broken his thumb is insane. Buddy, you stole a moped. Number 36. Who's laughing now? I bet everyone laughed at this shopkeeper when he brought in that sword to work. Who's laughing now? It came in real handy after a thief pulled a machete on him. Well, that's cute compared to what this man is packing. Number 37, hero pedestrian. I bet this driver had a feeling these moped thieves were up to no good. They were strolling around the city looking for a purse to snatch. And that's when we see it happen. They snatch this lady's right off her and try to speed away. But have no fear, hero pedestrian is here. He pulls the thief off the bike and throws him to the ground, recovering the purse. Plus, it's super badass how he walks away after like it was nothing. Number 38, low IQ. If deciding to become a robber wasn't already a terrible move, imagine picking a state boxing champion as your first target. This fella got rocked after the heroic boxer unleashed fury. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why robbers are the dumbest people on the planet. Number 39. Brave man stands up to pickpockets. Even though this looks all heroic, we have no idea how hard this is. Accusing someone of theft in public is not easy. Not everyone is going to believe you. But credit to this guy who stood up to these pickpockets and got back his wallet. Oh, and they work in pairs. So, when his partner notices this man isn't about to give up, he nonchalantly hands him back his wallet as if it fell out of his pocket. Sure, we all know what you did. Number 40, theft or a playful joke. I thought I'd throw in this clip to lighten the mood. I don't think this was a theft. It was just a good boy having some fun. It's a funny scene as the doggo runs off with the shopkeeper's shoe, who can be seen chasing him down the street. He eventually recovers his shoe, but this good doggo nearly got caught red-handed. Let's hope he never pulls off a prank like that again. Number 41, robber tastes fresh dirt. This is what I call quick thinking. Grandpa here schooled this fleeing robber after tripping him in the most iconic way ever. I mean, just imagine going to jail because a senior citizen in his 70s got you caught. I bet this robber is going to cringe hard for life, remembering how a man with a cane finessed him straight to jail. Number 43, beaten up in the Bronx. Trust me, it's good this footage is blurred, because this thief got whooped. He gets a bit too ahead of himself as he tries to climb over the counter, only to be met by Mike Tyson over here. It's hard to tell, but you can see the employee smack this robber repeatedly as he struggles to escape. And all that work to rob a smoke shop. Nicotine withdrawals are crazy. Number 44, lousiest criminal ever. There's not a lot of action in this clip, but it's more of a rant. What's up with these robbers? Give us some fails, man. You're gonna apologize and put everything back now? That's not what I signed up for. But yeah, jokes apart, at least this guy had the humility to admit he stole after getting caught. Number 45, taking out the trash. I'm guessing he put himself in the trash because that was an extremely trashy escape. But this is what happens when robbing a bank goes wrong. I'm also surprised how the officers didn't crack up laughing after he fell into the bin. But hey, I just hope he isn't recycled back on the streets. Number 46, a message from God. When being sneaky goes wrong. And this nasty fall wasn't a coincidence or anything of that sort. It was a reminder from God that he's watching him. But I think he needs a few more lessons. Despite nearly cracking his back in half, this thief showed great commitment and still stole the parcels. Be prepared for more lessons, thief. Number 47, broken ankles. Another package thief bites the dust. And I swear, I don't know about you, but watching her running towards the porch just pisses me off. You can literally feel the greed inside her. But don't worry. Karma is on our side today, folks. Just as she's running away with the packages, she falls down hard after nearly breaking her ankle. Her partner eventually has to come and rescue her. And while they've managed to get away with some packages, that ankle is gonna bother her for a lifetime. That's it from my side, folks. So, what do you think? Did you enjoy watching these robbers get instant karma? And do you have a story about a robber messing with the wrong person? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more interesting content in the future.